Yo guys, I'm back again. It's slightly different video for you guys today, I guess. Obviously my name is Danes Gaming. I know for a fact there's 90 odd% of you guys who haven't subscribed to the channel, so whilst you're still here for the next few seconds or so, please subscribe to the channel. That would mean a lot to me. And today's video will be my top 10 hated players in FIFA throughout the year. So I picked a random selection of it. So do feel free to drop it down below to say what are other players or which other players you hated yourself or we as a community hated. So but for me, it would probably have to be these 10. It depends on positions really, so I haven't used defenders as such or goalkeepers. I know there was a scenario where everyone hated Butland because he was just overpowered goalkeeper. Obviously Begovic as well, one year he was outstanding. David De Gea for numerous seasons. Ter Stegen this year, like, you know, there is plenty of players, especially, you know, looking at position per se, there is a lot of players. So, you know, I have to mention that in this video I haven't put Smalling, nearly said Smaldini. AA skills obviously kept calling it Smaldini, so it's kind of in the back of my head now. But Smalling and Eric Bailly, we haven't put them in. For me, these are the 10. As I said, leave it down below. Let me know what players you hated yourself. It could be just from this season, this FIFA, if you only played this year and you haven't played last year, whatever. As I say, just leave it down below because it'll be interesting for me to see what are players that you hated. So for me, I say there'll be 10 positions in total. I'll briefly tell you why I hate them and what part of the game I hated them, I guess, as well. But number 10, it's really hard to say number 10 for me, I guess. It could be, it probably would have to be probably Kondogbia. Even this year, right? Like, I haven't seen much of Kondogbia, but Kondogbia, like, I have myself a shapeshifter centre-back Kondogbia, and he's pretty solid. But last year, for example, before he changed his nationality, he was just actually overpowered centre mid, and a lot of players don't go to like Premier League for the first club purely because they just overpriced, and Kondogbia was one of them cheats, similar to like Bakayokos and stuff like that, you know, from previous FIFA. So yeah, Kondogbia would have to go to my number 10. I would probably say yeah, I'll leave it Kondogbia at number 10. Number 9, it's hard to say. I would probably say Kevin Gamero. He's still pretty decent, especially when you start the game. Like, he's still solid card, and I remember every time I used to match, apart from this year, like this year there was only his Scream card that I kind of hated it, but I didn't match up as much as I have previously with his previous special cards and stuff like that, you know. So Kevin Gamero would have to go to number 9. He's decent. Obviously he gets the links because obviously he's French, you know. There's loads of actual decent French players. Even this year, you know, if you was just to rock up La Liga, you got Kevin Gamero, you got Dembele. There's actually quite a lot, you know. So yeah, he's easy to link, but I used to just hate him. Like, he used to just bang any kind of goals for me. So he goes for my number 9. Speaking of French, number 8, and I didn't leave him at 10 purely because I used to hate going, like, previous FIFAs, I used to go down the wings, you know. So I used to play like 4-3-3 or like 4-1-2-1-2, if I didn't say too many numbers, but a wide formation, you know. And this year we've been playing narrow, so we haven't gone really down the wings because crossing isn't really there. But for me, number 8 is it number 8? Yeah, it is number 8. Number 8 would have to be Kenny Lala. Even this year, like, he had the special card, I didn't actually do it. But previous years, I just couldn't go down the side. He was actually really overpowered. I'll wrap up a bit quicker purely because I don't want to keep you for too long. I say, let me know if you like these sort of things. I say, it's my opinion, you know. could be kind of biased depending on how they perform against me and stuff like that. But going into number what number are we now on? 7? Yeah, number 7 would have to be, if you guys remember, if you OGs, Alexandrini from LA Galaxy. That guy used to be so annoying, especially when he just got kind of discovered with his gold card. You know, like he was just tanking and, you know, smacking everyone. I know, obviously, once again, AA. He overused it. I think maybe overhyped the community, and then he actually became kind of cheap, cheat in a way, you know. So yeah, Alexandrini would have to slot to number 7. Number 6, it's getting a bit tougher there. Number 6 would have to go for Son. Son, apart from this year, and even at the beginning of this year, he was really annoying for me. I used to concede. I tried him myself because I used to love his card, and I was really excited. And before the FIFA came out, when the EA dropped their rankings, I was really excited for his position because obviously it's not left mid anymore. You know, I was like, cool striker, happy days. And I actually hated that card playing myself. I didn't really enjoy it. But previous years, especially like 2017, FIFA 17, I remember his cards, and it was such amazing card. Like, he was tearing everything, you know, any shots, any skills, although I don't do many skills, but he was just actually tearing everything through. So he would go to my number 6. Number 5, that's where it's getting more interesting. Number 5 probably would have to be Adama, and I think a lot of people will agree that Adama is crazy card. Like, you know, he's just hyped up and he's on crack pretty much, you know. Not talking about his silver card, but other cards, you know, his special cards. I'll rank him 5 purely because when he comes on, so for me, when I use him like 60th minute or whatever, 70th, he's actually pretty decent. But when I play against him, I'm not that scared of him, if that makes sense. Like, he doesn't actually score a lot of goals for me, so I rank him number 5 purely because, you know, I say I managed to control. Number 4, I say it's getting tighter out there. Number 4 would have to be Ryan Kent. Kent is actually it's not Ryan Kent. Number 4 is Orisic. Orisic, like, I feel disappointed that I didn't do his season objective, because it could have been an easy substitution for me, like Super Sub and stuff. He scores a lot more than Adama scores for me, and I guess I hate it purely because he came out of nowhere. Like, obviously, like, well, the league is like Croatian league. It's not even one of the top 5s or, you know, top 8s, let's say, including like Liga NOS and Turkish leagues and Eredivisie, you know. So his card is actually frustrating. He does the skills. He's similar, like, for me, like the 4 and the 3rd is probably pretty much at the same level. And obviously number 3 is Ryan Kent. That guy is actual nuisance. Like, I feel really sad that I didn't do his objective, or SBC I should say, when he came out, purely because it was around 25k or whatever, and probably back then I had enough players or money to actually put in, but I was like, who is this guy? Like, I'm not gonna do it. So I didn't do it, and I actually lost out. So it'd be interesting. I don't think Scottish League gets team of the season so far. If you know the answer behind it, let me know down below in the comments. It'd be really interesting to see. Right, jumping in last 2 positions, you'd probably be surprised that I haven't mentioned here, and obviously because the top 2 players, at least for me, it's Ben Yedder. I would have to mark him as number 2. Reason behind, because there is one deadly player that I hated for some time. I love him in real life. I used to love I still like how he plays, or how he played before this COVID-19. Let's not talk about it. Whereas Ben Yedder, like, he's alright. He's alright in French league, but hasn't been big big thing for me. Like even for France, he hasn't been really great, you know, that amazing. So Ben Yedder is number 2. Number 1 goes to the boy himself. Last year, I absolutely loved it. I had his flashback card and I had his team of season card. You probably guessed it already, but it's Ibra. Ibra goes to number 1. So that is my top 10. Ibra, let's face it, last year, he's big, he's powerful, he's strong. He can jump, he can do pretty much anything. So last year he was actually amazing. This year, with crossing being out of the question, it's a bit harder, I guess. It hasn't been used as much, sort of thing. He has changed leagues. Obviously, he's now in Serie A. He does have his winter refresh card, which is pretty sick for me. Like when I tried him in a draft, I didn't really like it. I haven't actually played against a lot of them, but this hated player aspect isn't from just this FIFA, it is from numerous FIFAs, and I say he goes number 1. Down below, let me know your top 10, and would any of them or others would make in your top 10. It'd be really interesting to see what you guys think, and let me know. I say if you like these sort of series, I could create another video and stuff like that. But I'll see what you think, and if you're still watching, subscribe, that would help me out.